My name is Mr. Martinez, and today we're going to be doing IM1, Semester 2. Our essential question of the day is, how can I use elimination and substitution? Our objective is, they will be able to solve systems using elimination and substitution. The assignment is going to be Showdown, as I will present in a minute. And the vocabulary is systems of equation, substitution, elimination, solutions, and no solutions, infinite solutions. And then for the English learners, it's important for them to know the vocabulary so that they know what it is we're asking of them. And now for the lesson. So we're going to solve by using elimination and solve by using substitution. We have a problem on top and a problem in the bottom. The students are going to do this as their warm-up for the first 5 to 10 minutes, and as they start asking questions and trying to solve it by themselves, me and the instructional assistant are going to walk around and try to help them to better understand it. The instructional assistant is going to walk around to the students that have English language difficulties and help them first. The students that are in special education will also be helped, and then the general education population is going to be helped by the main teacher. So once they start getting into this, they're looking to eliminate either the x variable or the y variable so that they can solve it. They're going to look for their common multiple. So for the first one, they're going to eliminate 4 and 6 or 2 and 6. And it's up to the student. One of them has to be a positive and one of them has to be a negative. Once they decide that, then they begin to do it. For substitution, they're going to solve for either y or x. Most of the time it's always going to be y. And then they're going to plug it in. And they're going to find the x and they're going to find the y. And once they do that, they're going to be able to answer both questions and they're going to understand the difference of it. So, solve by elimination. They have 4x and negative 6x.
Please report to the front of the school. Donita Munoz, please report to the front of the school.
That's perfect. They have 4x and negative 6x, and they have negative 2y and 6y. The closest number that 4 and 6 have in common would be 12. And the closest number that 2 and 6 have in common would be 6. It would be much easier to change the negative 2 into a negative 6 than to change the 4 and the 6. So when we proceed to do that, we're going to multiply. So I'm going to rewrite the problem. 4x minus 2y equals negative 4. We're going to multiply that by a positive 2, a positive 3. When I multiply it by a positive 3, this is going to make sure that this is negative 6, making sure that 6y and negative 6y cancel out. I multiply all of it by positive 3, and I'm going to distribute the 1, 3 into all of them. When I do that, I get 3 times 4x is 12x. 3 times negative 2y is negative 6y. And 3 times negative 4 gives me negative 12. So now that I'm done with the old problem, I can get rid of this one to make sure the students aren't confused. And I can rewrite my second problem underneath it. So I'm going to rewrite negative 6x plus 6y equals 30. Now my negative 6y and my positive 6y cancel out. So they eliminate, so I can cross them out. After that, I'm going to simply add or subtract depending on my signs. Because 12 is a positive and 6 is a negative, I'm going to subtract. And I'm going to keep the sign of the bigger number. So I know that my answer is going to be a positive. So I take 6 away from 12, I get 6x. 6x equals, and it's the same thing here. 12 is a negative and 30 is a positive. So I'm going to take 12 away from 30, and my answer is going to be a positive. So when I take 12 away from 30, I get, and if I need to do the math, I do it right here. I get 18, just in case the students aren't sure or I'm not sure. So I get positive 18. After that, I divide by 6. I divide by the coefficient in front of the variable or the number in front of the letter. I divide by 6, and 6 goes into 18 3 times. So my number is 3 for my value of x. After that, I plug it in. So I can choose the top or the bottom. And then a lot of students get confused if they plug it into the one that they changed or the original one. I erased the one that I changed. I erased the one that I changed, but that would be the one that they would plug it into. So this one, they wouldn't plug it into. It'd be one of those two. So then I'll choose the top one.